blah, 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 blah. This could be our cold open.
It depends how much I drink. I'm hanging out with friends on Saturday.
That's going to be our cold open.
If I needed a ride to carpool because they're all going back the night before.
Yeah.
And they were like, Giules, were you planning on sleeping there? And I was like, depends how much I drink.
Yeah. Makes sense.
A lot of sense. That's just logic.
Exactly. Well, we're excited once again, bringing ATP back again. We're doing the same random question generator because honestly, I think we just enjoyed it. It's pretty fun.
It was a lot of
It's
fun.
so much fun.
I'm excited for it. So, you guys ready? We about to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We just go right into the first question?
Right into the first question.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What is your theme song is the question.
I like how
Oh yeah,
you
we're
guys
staring
look
at Dan.
me.
Yeah. We're looking at you, big guy.
Oh, what is my theme song? I remember when I was in high school, I did an internet quiz. Like I was like 15, and it said it was "Born to Be Wild" by Steppenwolf for some reason.
That's pretty, yeah.
It's
kinda spot on.
I think it's all about firing your guns and exploding into space. I think that's the part. What's wrong with you?
Wolf Dog's chuffing.
First chuff from the wolf dog.
She's on air.
She's hidden under the chair.
So-
too.
Born to Be Wild is pretty appropriate for you, though.
It has some amazing lyrics. Like I said, firing all your guns at once and exploding into space. Kind of, I feel like that's something that I would try to do.
Yeah, if you could, you would. You'd
I
be in
might.
space exploding some guns.
We'll see.
I'm not even sure. How would you make that work for yourself? Exploding guns, not just shooting them. You're just exploding.
No. I'm firing all of my guns at the
Firing all
same
your
time,
guns.
and then I'm exploding into space.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's different. I see. I'm getting the mental
Yeah.
image now. That's good.
So I think maybe it's like a metaphor for living life
Yeah.
at its fastest. I imagine.
I like it. Now, when you explode into space, are you going to be like in a rocket or do you have like a jetpack attached to you?
That's actually a wonderful question because I was
He's thought a lot
thinking
about
more like
this.
some kind of spaceship, but now I'm thinking like a rocket backpack, and then I have like one of those cybernetic arms that shoots missiles,
Yeah.
and then maybe like some stuff over my shoulders that fire more missiles,
Totally.
and then maybe this hand just has a hammer.
See, I was thinking jetpack. I was thinking like jetpack, and
Yeah.
then you were just like holding guns and like firing them, and then they explode, and then before you can get hit with the gun, you like shoot up into the air.
What
just
happens
got-
when I get to space?
I don't know.
gotta
For
bring
some
a
reason, I
helmet.
got Elton John's Rocket Man stuck in my head after
Rocket
we started
Man.
talking about that.
That's
so.
a much different.
It is very different. Yeah.
That is that. No offense to anyone, but that is not a theme song to my life.
No.
At all.
No.
Why do you hate Rocket Man so much? No, it's Benny and the Jets. You don't like Benny and the Jets.
Yeah, I hate Benny and the Jets.
Why?
Well, I hate Benny and the Jets because I used to work at this community center and it would come on all the time.
Okay.
And then I would be doing something and all I could hear was Benny, Benny, Benny. And it drove me crazy. And I thought I was going to lose my mind every time. And he does it forever.
I love that song.
It's not a terrible song in a vacuum,
Yeah.
but
Outside of the vacuum.
outside of the vacuum with some experience behind it, it can become pretty terrible. I guess any song can.
Yeah.
Especially when there's over and over screaming of the same lyric.
I was going to say, we've all, well, maybe not you, Giules, but we've all worked in big box gyms before. They play the same, like, 5 songs over
I've
and
worked
over
in
and
a
over.
restaurant before where they play the
yeah.
same 5 songs over and over again for 8 years. Eleanor Rigby was a big one at the restaurant for like 8 years. That's the one, look at all the lonely people.
Yeah, I
like the
could see.
Beatles. It was.
It's a good song.
It's a good song, but when you hear it like 2 times a day, you're just like, oh my God. I just kept thinking there's an episode of The Office where Dwight Schrute is like jamming out to Eleanor Rigby. Or no, he starts singing it. I don't remember like the context of what it is, but I just picture Dwight singing it in my head every time I hear it.
Yeah.
Which like kind of makes me happy. But then like, I just remember being like super rushed and like super like stressed out. And then just like hearing Eleanor Rigby is not like a very relaxing song. So yeah.
That's fair.
So, on a side note, I'm curious, Giules, for you, what is your theme song?
The only song I have in my head right now is Night Moves. I just can't stop thinking
You're just
about
working
it.
on the night moves.
Working on the night moves.
That could be your theme song.
Yeah.
Big
we'll
Stabby.
take it.
Big Stabby, the night move.
Working on the night moves.
There's a lot of implications with that, which I
Yeah, I
enjoy.
don't.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what that song is actually about?
I
mean, I can make some
just keep
assumptions.
Yeah.
Working on. Is it night moves?
Mikey, I know you
Yes.
know. What is that song about?
It's about high school and going through hormone things.
Perfect for Giules.
I thought it sounds like night moves, like they're like going to a party, not like hormones. But I guess
thought-
that like makes sense if you think.
I guess I
about
haven't read into it too much.
Neither have I.
Thought about it. I just like the song.
I think
it's
it.
catchy.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
It's
It
really
is.
catchy.
I'm not a huge I don't really listen to lyrics as much as the tunes themselves.
But you're a drummer.
That's true.
Yeah.
But regardless, though, I just sometimes I'm really bad with memorizing lyrics. I'm terrible about it.
I have an odd head for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't for whatever
So
reason.
my answer for this is I'm gonna tell a small story
I
because
can't wait for this.
yeah, right. So my small story is pretty much the reason though that I don't actually have like a good song. I think I used to tell people that "Learn to Fly" by the Foo Fighters was my theme song, but honestly, the part that I really wanted to get into was this was essentially for maybe a year the question that I used on Hinge or like Bumble or some dating apps, where I would essentially be like, hey, if you had to describe yourself in one song, what would it be? And it was fascinating
I'm
to
sure.
see the answer.
But inevitably, they probably ask you back.
So that was the
what
thing.
What was your answer?
That was why I decided a long time ago that it was "Learn to Fly" by Foo Fighters, because the first person that asked me that question, I was just like, I don't actually have an answer for this. I thought it was such a good question that I didn't actually consider answering back. Right? I was
Not
just
very well
excited.
thought
I was
out.
excited
You
about the
let go.
question. Well, I was excited about the question.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
the
Drowning
question-
in your own excitement.
I wanted to know about them rather than talking about myself. I think that's selfless of me personally, but we can get past that.
And you're
Honestly.
super humble as well. She also probably
You should put that on your
profile.
Bumble profile.
Exactly.
Very humble, very selfless.
Very selfless. Yeah. So
But learning to fly, I can't
Learn to
think of
Fly.
it. And I'm supposed to go see the Foo Fighters.
wait,
too.
you can't.
I can't because now
It's
I
not coming
have
up to you?
fucking night moves in my head.
It stays in there. It stays in there. It's
I love
it's
it.
good because it's a fun song, but it's terrible because it's like it's all I can think about.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
working on the night moves. So, wait, how does it go? Why can't I think of it?
I was gonna say I really just didn't want
Oh
to sing
no!
on this
I know,
podcast.
I know what it is. But what's it about?
So
That's
I mean,
a song
I
with
feel
the
like it's up
chorus
to
should be like the
interpretation.
end.
What's up?
They have the same chorus like
At the
two
very end.
times, and then at the end he does it in a different voice, right?
Yes.
That's the voice that you should do the chorus in the whole entire time. So I like that. I think so. I like that song, but I feel like it could be better if he just would have done. They just would have done that.
Fun fact about that is, have
They
you
don't
seen
listen to
have you
me?
seen the music video? Oh well, no, I wasn't gonna say that. Jeez, ouch, man. Have you guys seen the music video?
Well, I was talking about Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Well, no, the music video for Foo Fighters for
No,
"Learn to
so-
Fly."
Yeah, I probably have a long time ago.
I don't know. It's got Jack Black as a stewardess in it.
No,
That's so
I've never seen it.
fun.
Then I would
That's
know.
so
if I was-
fun.
Well, it's got Tenacious D. I can't remember the other guy's name. Jack Black and bald dude.
Right. Poor guy.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
I mean, he
Sorry.
probably
Sorry, bald guy.
has plenty of money and is rolling in it.
Yeah,
So
that's
who
true,
knows?
true.
Yeah, Tenacious D was popular-ish enough.
Is
it
"Learn
just
to
shows-
Fly" by the Foo Fighters the one in like the Mazda commercials?
It's.
I can't think of. I know
can't-
it's.
I don't
I know
know.
it's a Foo Fighters song and it's in some car commercial, but I can't remember which Foo Fighters song it is. And I know what "Learn to Fly" is, but I don't know what if it's in the commercials.
I can't honestly remember if it's in the Mazda commercials.
Give
or
me,
not.
hand me my phone.
Okay.
This is
believe
gonna
in you.
drive me insane now. If I don't.
Okay, Mikey, let's move on to the next question while Dan is waiting on this. If if you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be? I've never thought of this one before. I'm gonna go with carrot.
Why carrot?
Okay, we're listening to.
This is the one.
We got "Learn to Fly" going on now.
I think this is the one.
See,
in
this
the
is
commercial.
how he should sing it every time. This
It's
part.
in like a Geico. It's in a car commercial or like a insurance commercial, and the guy's riding on a motorcycle.
See how it that's the voice that he should use, but he doesn't. So then they switch it, and I feel like that end part.
I like the high pitch. No?
Disagree.
Agree to disagree here.
Yeah.
All right.
We can still be in a band together though.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. If you were any vegetable,
What would you be? I said carrot.
well, I mean, I guess once you're a vegetable, you can't do much anyway.
Yeah. But carrots feel
Aw.
dense, strong,
I
and
know
sturdy.
that's rough.
They're a root vegetable.
I feel like
Underneath. Yeah, grounded.
Grounded. Put that on your Bumble profile.
I'm like a carrot.
Grounded.
Grounded.
I swear to God. If you, that's like what I think you're gonna say.
The only thing I can
Wait,
think
is
of
this
is
like something you guys have gone
ogres
to?
have layers. Onions
I knew
have
you were
layers.
gonna. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I swear to God, if you say onions, I'm gonna flip the fuck out.
That's the
Now
first
I'm
thing I thought of when I saw the
upset.
question. It was just Shrek.
You guys.
I'm so glad this question came up now. So why? Okay, a follow-up question is: I'm glad that you came up with that quickly. Why? Second of all, why does that make you so angry, Dan?
Because it seems like it was like it's like the base answer.
Is it,
So
though?
it'd be like if it was Family Feud and you'd be like, ask 100 people, it'd be like,
yeah.
84, and it would like pop up, and that'd be the only answer that's worthwhile.
Because of Shrek,
So-
though.
Because of Shrek. I just
Probably because of Shrek. But I think anybody would be like,
Why would they want to be an onion?
Because there's
Otherwise-
layers, and you have like
layers.
yeah, and that was like a whole analogy way before Shrek, and a popular one.
I wasn't around before then.
And I'll tell you what never was an analogy was a carrot.
Well, people probably didn't think about it enough.
I think only somebody that's selfless would pick a carrot.
So
Humble.
you're saying I'm selfless and humble.
Selfless and
Perfect.
humble, yes.
Thank you.
Rooted,
yes.
too.
Rooted.
Grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me in a nutshell. Or
That
a
makes
carrot
sense.
shell. Onion shell.
Onion shell. I like
What
it.
is that? What is that little part of the onion you peel off? Is it called the peel? Or is it called like a husk?
Isn't it called the skin? No, is
the
that
exoskeleton.
it's
Absolutely no idea.
well played.
Not
Giules.
one. Not one. But that's good. I'm gonna start calling it the exoskeleton. I don't care what
I
it's
think that's
called.
what it should be
Rip
called.
off the exoskeleton. Don't worry, there's things underneath that are important too.
Every time I'm chopping up onions, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, could you take off the exoskeleton for me?" Just. Dan,
That should be on
Do you have an
social. What's
answer?
up? Yeah, I'd be an apple.
that's
Not a vegetable.
Yeah, because fuck vegetables, and I'm breaking the rules. And I feel like apple, definitely an apple, because I feel like if you throw an apple and it smashes into something, it makes a grand explosion. Too.
You're just. Couldn't even fall for like 2 seconds.
Well, I did on the other ones.
There's one before this.
Yeah. 50%. It's like how I am with most things in life, I guess.
Okay, we'll give it a pass.
Perfect.
I don't even know if I have any follow-up questions. I don't want to hear them.
I think I'd be a potato.
You already are an onion.
You're an
because
onion.
It's
No,
just
I
basic.
didn't pick an onion.
can't
I just said the
switch.
quote because I knew you were thinking
okay,
it.
Okay, all right.
But
all
I
right,
think
all right,
I'd be
fair.
like a potato or
'Cause
like
it's
a
the most-
sweet potato.
It's the most versatile.
Yeah, because they're
That
like
is versatile,
they're
actually,
really
yeah.
good and they're also just like very like cozy. And I don't know.
Hearty.
Yeah.
That's the first thing
Yeah.
I think of when I'm eat potatoes. I'm like, these are cozy vegetables.
When I think of
That was, like,
when I think
more
of Giules,
like-
I think hearty.
Make you like feel fulfilled, you
Yeah.
know?
Fulfilled
actually-
or filled?
Both.
Okay.
Because if you want to eat potatoes and eat a potato, you're fulfilled. And also filled.
People might be wondering, are you guys drunk
I actually
right now?
think-
We're not.
No.
We're not.
I-
Not at all.
I might be, but no, I'm just kidding.
No, you're
I'm
not. I was gonna say, I know
That's
for a
why
fact
I just
you're not.
started
Yeah.
drinking this beer. I actually think that is a good answer. So I take
Thank
back
you.
my insult,
Thanks.
since I thought you were picking onion.
No, onions stink. Why would I want to be an onion?
Hey, whoa, hey,
And they make you cry.
hey.
Well, onions
Maybe
do make
crying
you cry.
is
Yeah.
cathartic though. Maybe it gets out some stuff for you.
But when do you
But it makes other
when do you
people
cut
cry.
an onion and cry and be like, this is cathartic?
Have you ever cut 15 onions in a row?
And it freaking burns and it hurts.
I haven't either, but yeah.
I've cut like one
probably
onion, but not
have.
like 15
15
in a
onions.
row.
I don't know what.
I did food prep when
was
I
gonna
was a
say-
dishwasher.
What's the most onions I've cut in a row? I don't know. Anyways, we're digressing. Mikey, hit us with another one. If you were offered the position of mayor of your city, would you take it? We've already gotten this one before. Switch it.
Oh, yeah, we have. You're right. Dang, there's a double one?
If you inherited or won $1 million, what's the very first thing you would do with the money? My answer's super boring. I want a fun answer, so please somebody else go.
Well, in all honesty, the first thing I would do was figure out how I was going to split it amongst everybody at Mad Lab.
That's
And it's like
Aw.
100% the first thing that I would think of.
God,
For sure.
You're actually selfless.
That's really
I, on the
sweet.
other hand, thought to myself,
You get a big chunk, Mikey. For sure. I owe Mikey an awful lot.
That's amazing. That's very touching. Also,
Yeah.
polar opposite of what my answer was going to be.
I bet
Well, I mean,
Alec
you
was
don't
going
have
to
to-
be like, I'd probably invest it and do something fun, which is fine, which
That's
is good. It's
literally
what
what I
you
was
should
gonna
do.
say, yeah.
Yep.
It's what you should do because nowadays $1 million isn't a lot of money. So like you want to
Well,
use it to make more money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, $1 million is chump change. Maybe I wouldn't split it. You know, it's just nothing.
So
But, like,
I mean, I don't have $1 million,
in the
Wait,
long
but
run-
Wait, you only want to give me $100,000? No, please, sir.
No. Listen. I get it.
trash human,
it's,
Dan.
It's more money than I have right now. And
yeah?
I feel like I would really enjoy it and want to make more money. But it's like if someone gave you $1 million, do you really think that $1 million would like last you
Yes.
between like now and the rest of your life without investing it or doing anything with
no.
it? Just like $1 million.
I was about to say I would definitely have to invest it. I would
Yeah.
invest it 100% right
maybe
away.
I only have like 2 years to live, so I'm pretty sure I could. I just could
Well,
push
I
it
would
for
I
this.
would take just enough that I would need for like a small amount of time, but then also I would invest the rest.
How much would that be?
I think I would at least split up and invest 500K. Right.
I thought you were gonna say 800. You were gonna keep 200.
Part of me was thinking about that too, but I think I would try and make 500K.
That's my onion guess.
I think I would buy a piece of property, and then like just use another like 250 to like, I don't know, sit on, and then let the 500K just kind of accrue, and then just do fun things.
What would you do with your life though?
Oh, I would
Like work wise,
work-wise, I'd still be doing the same stuff that I'm doing now.
podcasting, and
Training.
Training.
and you would start a football.
I would
podcast
also,
with me.
I would definitely like train just as much as I feel like, and just like continue to do school
and football
stuff.
podcast.
Yeah, I would start a football podcast with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Jules, we didn't get to you. What would you do?
Yeah, Juliana
I think
Allegra.
I feel like after doing like the smart stuff, like the first thing I would do like for fun would I think be like take everyone I like love on like a fun vacation for like
where would everybody go? I was gonna say where would we all go, but I was like, we
no,
can't
no,
assume
you guys
that
would be
any of us are
invited.
going.
You guys would totally be invited.
Ooh, I totally forgot one part. I'll get to that in a second. Go ahead.
But I think I'd want to take like 2 weeks. And I love the beach, so I think it would be like a beachy kind of place. And then I feel like just kind of like chilling and relaxing. And I think 2 weeks is pretty fun because like I feel like you get a week and like say you travel for 2 of those days and then you're only there for 5 days and then you're doing like the touristy stuff for a couple days. Like I want to like kind of like wherever I am just like relax and enjoy like being in that place and what that place has to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did forget one part, and this makes me seem like less of a selfish asshole. Is I would definitely take at least 200,000 and like distribute it among family members who've helped me out. Yeah, like 100%. My mom would be getting like 50 to 100,000 for sure, like right away. So, or other people important.
She
in my
deserves
life.
it.
Yeah, so she does. But anyways, so yeah, that's the only unselfish. But the trip thing sounds really fun.
Yeah.
It's crazy
like,
how $1 million is not like when you actually think about it. It's just like it's not as much as it seems like when you really break it down.
I disagree.
I mean, it's still if I was
a ton of money.
it's a shit ton of money.
It's a lot
Don't get me
of money.
wrong.
You can do a lot of things.
Yeah, it's not as
But,
much
like, it's not
money
like
as that
300
it used to be.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
It's
it's,
not.
that's 300 times.
Well, if you
a
were
million.
given $300 million, your answer would change drastically, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say is that like
I
$1
mean, I
million
would still. I still wouldn't change the first thing that I would do.
That's beautiful of you, but thank you.
Well, I feel. Well, that's a whole thing, but
Okay. All right. well, sentimental stuff. Do you have any more?
Also,
You like exploded into the mic.
and well, this also is kind of like sentimental stuff, but I feel like I'd like donate a decent like chunk of it.
Where are you gonna donate it to?
Specifically, well, I definitely donate some to like our charity, like our
gonna
health
say,
initiative,
yeah.
because I feel like that's like an amazing cause, and so I feel like I'd also like to donate some. I don't know. I never really thought about a lot of charities. I think I'd donate some to like food banks and stuff, but like just.
I would
like, people
100%
need to
use
eat.
that money to get OHA off the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for saying that, because the second you said it, I'm like, oh, that's definitely where I would go. I would put at least 250,000 into OHI.
Damn.
At minimum.
Which I could use that.
Yeah, we could. Our health initiative donate.
But we'll be fine after the silent
yeah,
auction.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that'll bring us like 2.3 million, I'm sure.
For sure.
For sure.
If not 300 million.
Yeah.
Something like that. Somewhere in between.
Someone will be like, I want a 90210 Main Street gift card. $1 million.
1738 Main Street.
I mean, it would help us all out, I guess, right? Mikey, what is your favorite smell?
That is a good question.
That is
actually.
a good question.
That's something I haven't not thought about.
I have actually.
Go ahead.
Go on.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have 3 different smells that I like a lot. One, I really like the smell of like cut grass in the springtime.
Freshly cut grass.
I like the smell of a fire when it's cold, and I also like the smell of the beach. Like those 3 like are my favorite. And I know those are all
dude.
pretty basic, but like
Yeah.
all 3 of them
They're
make
all
me
good
feel
smells.
something like right away. If that makes sense.
Waking up, one of the things I miss most about growing up in Seattle is waking up and smelling the sea breeze. Like literally, I would step out the door of my house and you
Yeah.
could smell the seawater.
There's nothing like it.
just hit you. And
I
you'd be
feel like because of stuff like that, and then also what it feels like to be in the water and how much most people feel good being around the beach. I feel like we all are meant to just live on the coast. We
Isn't it
strayed from that?
Isn't it insane that there's people who like grew up in their small town in Kansas and will never leave till the day they die?
Yeah.
Like there's that honest to God is the craziest thing in the world to me.
I mean, like, but that's all they know. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I've only lived in like Maryland my whole life, and so
Guess
it's
that's
like
true.
I'm like used to being near the beach. I'm used to being near the mountains. But like, if someone grows up in Kansas and like that's all they know, and they like it there, but also like I can see where you are at because I feel like I'm very spoiled in this state where I can like go to the beach or go to the mountains or like hang out on a farm. Like, we're kind of everywhere, I
I guess that is true. I don't really think about that with Maryland, and most of the time I say how much I hate Maryland.
I also say how much I hate Maryland a lot. But,
See,
like, it's
am I
nice.
the only Maryland apologist here? Like I don't think Maryland's that bad.
Well, you literally picked Maryland to move to.
Yeah, well, to an extent, yeah.
Oh, I guess you have family.
Yeah, I have family out
that
here,
doesn't
so
make sense,
yeah. I mean, it might have just been Maryland anyways, but who knows?
I just think it's
But
interesting.
Washington, I love Washington. I will say that.
Washington's beautiful.
Washington
Washington's
seems
amazing.
like it'd be really cool, but
You
I
should
wasn't.
go.
I was close, so I was at Victoria Island, which is like still,
It's relatively similar.
and that was awesome, and I
Yeah.
loved it there.
Yeah.
So I love the weather. I like the people.
Although
I like the
Vancouver,
culture.
this is going to be a hot take for people. All my friends from Seattle, and the people from all my friends from Portland and stuff like this will have a lot to say. Hot take: Vancouver, BC, better city than Seattle.
I could see that though.
Vancouver,
I mean,
honestly,
I was only in the airport, but
I would go as far to say I've enjoyed Vancouver, BC more than any other city I've been into in the United States as a whole.
why?
It's just something about Vancouver that has everything that you'd want. Especially, granted, I've
Well, what
only
do you
been
want?
there during, so it's literally, if you think Seattle is close to the mountains, Vancouver is literally right there.
That's true.
It's right next to the water as well. The city itself is super nice. It's pretty clean, right? Like it's got really good stuff and a lot of cool things to do and a lot of great things going on. It's as fun as you could want from any city. Like there's like a huge party area, so if that's your scene, then you can do that. But there's also a lot of really cool, like, more settled areas which are just as dope. So I just think I think it has way more pros than cons, and I think there's a lot of other cities, like New York City, for instance, is like, oh, there's such a great party scene, and there's so many cool things to do in New York. But then you also have like the fact that it's like a trash dump. right? Like,
Not all of New
not all
York,
of it, but like a large majority of.
I think any big city you can find all sorts of different things. So like I always bring it down to the temperature and like what's around it. And
so-
Vancouver gets cold as shit,
It's not like that much worse than Seattle.
isn't it?
No, man.
I feel
No, that's
like
pretty-
that side of the country, it's definitely like more mild.
Yeah.
Well, that side of the like I guess continent
they have that,
because
yeah.
it's North America,
I'll
but
say-
like it's
Yeah,
more mild
because
than we
Victoria
are over
Island does
here.
not get super cold.
No, I was say
all.
Vancouver is pretty much Victoria and Vancouver are pretty much the same. Like just
Climate?
maybe a little bit colder climate than Seattle. Like I've been there during the
I think
winter.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually might even be colder here.
Yeah, it is. For sure. I know. I can say
It's
that for a
like-
fact.
Fuck Maryland.
8 degrees outside right now. It's terrible. And then in the summer, it's like 105. Like there's no middle ground.
How are we gonna
Even
get
in
$1 million? Because we need to
Move
figure something out.
move to Canada. So-
That's how we're gonna win $1 million.
no,
Get
I
$1
just
million,
said we're gonna
steal
win $1 million
$1
and then go to Canada.
What's more? Do you think we're gonna get $1 million from working? We're gonna win $1 million, or we're gonna steal $1 million? What's more
100%
likely?
from working.
Working, yeah.
I was gonna say stealing.
Okay.
Damn it.
Damn it, Danny.
Ah.
You're not
We
a
got really off
Steelers.
subject from the
Fucking
smell
apples.
thing. Yeah,
telling
fucking
you.
apples. Fucking Dan and his
dog, you woke
apples.
up.
Still under my chair.
She was dreaming while you
Jules.
were talking earlier, and she was like,
Did you talk about your favorite smell?
I didn't talk about my
"Oh
favorite
shit,
smell.
yeah." I feel like you definitely have one.
Well, I do like candles a lot. So, but I don't like candles that smell like like desserts. Like anything that's like
Too sweet,
like
yeah.
apple
Like
pie
marshmallow?
or marshmallow. Ugh, I think
Marshmallow
that's
is a
gross.
disgusting. Yeah, that's like how you.
I
drive
like
you.
I like subtle kind of like candle wise, kind of like unisex smells where it's like it's not too like musky, like manly, but it's also not like super sickeningly like sweet or like super floral.
Yeah.
Like I like that like middle ground. But I think just like in daily life, like again, this is gonna sound like kind of cliche, but like you know, like right after when it's warm out and it like rains and then the rain is kind of evaporating off of like
I
asphalt.
do like that too. Yeah,
It's like that's a good smell, and I think that like outside in the summer, like lighting a fire, like that kind of smell, where it's not like I don't know, there's like fresh air and like you can hear like crickets and stuff like that. It's very like an ambiance thing, but like it's a good smell.
But also, yeah, just like being out in the wilderness, like really, really deep in the wilderness and getting that fresh air smell. Like we all know if you've been out into the woods in the middle of nowhere, you know what I'm talking about when you say like that smell of just pure like forest and just mountains and like everything. Is
Well,
just,
so good.
What happens if you were a smell?
That's too much for me. I
What
think.
smell would you smell?
What would I smell like if I was a smell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesomeness.
That's not a smell. Like,
I would be
describe it as
gunpowder
something.
and real tequila.
I would
Good-
smell
good
like.
smell.
I feel
Thanks.
like I would smell like baklava
All right.
Because you're like
and
Greek.
Yeah, baklava and salmon.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Perfect.
don't know if I would like. I feel like a fish is a bad choice.
Well,
For a
if it's
smell.
fresh, if it's fresh, nice salmon. I don't know. I never. He said describe yourself in a smell. I never said it had to be good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I feel like you're fairly fresh salmon, maybe.
Yeah, I
Right,
mean,
like
freshly
not-
caught salmon, not like stinky
sushi
old salmon.
No,
where
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
fresh.
You're
and
not
then
like
you
that
cut it, and then
sidewalk
it's like,
salmon.
No,
Yeah.
You don't want that stuff. That's
Not
the
like
stuff
that
that you're
trash
looking at.
salmon.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a big insult on the West Coast.
is salmon like from the West Coast? I thought
There's a
salmon
lot of
was
salmon
like
on the west coast.
Really?
There's a lot of Atlantic salmon too, though. So, but they farm it.
There's a lot of Atlantic salmon on the West Coast.
Is it a
No,
freshwater fish or a saltwater fish? It's a freshwater fish.
It is.
yeah, it is a freshwater fish.
'Cause
Because it
bears
goes
catch 'em in
upriver.
stream,
Yeah, and
yeah.
bears swat them out of the air like flies.
But there's a lot of West Coast salmon and a lot of good salmon. The best salmon comes from the West Coast, in my opinion.
What about sockeye?
That's
It is called sockeye.
Stockeye.
Sockeye.
I thought it was stockeye for the longest time. We
Really?
had this conversation. He's like, it's sockeye, and I was like, no, it's not. It's stockeye.
no, you're
Then
wrong.
he Googled
No.
it, and it is sockeye.
Okay.
So
In,
Yeah.
in Jules' defense, she was wrong.
And Jules she defended her own
well, to be,
wrongness.
I was a misunderstanding. Of
course.
I
It
thought there was a T in there.
It's one letter difference.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Not, all right, hold on. Before we get off subject, though, Mikey, hit us. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
I've had a couple weird ones.
I think we decided last time
Yeah.
that we weren't going to go
Yeah,
into
we
this
did.
one.
This one is too
Yeah,
hard, unless
yeah,
you have
yeah.
a really good answer.
Well, I can tell you one because I get weird
Yeah.
dreams when I'm sick.
Can you, tell us one and then
I'll
we'll skip past because we've done this.
One time, I think it was like in middle school or high school because I was still living in like my old house, and so I was either getting sick or I already was sick, and I remember having this like super vivid dream where like there were water slides coming out of the windows of my house.
That's a pretty good dream.
And
That's kinda cool.
no, it was super cool. It was super fun. But the weird part is that like a lot of my friends were there, but they were turning into zebras.
I hate them zebra
And they were
turners.
the zebras were going down the water slides. And I was kind of freaking out because I was like, why is like Julia a zebra over there?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a weird one.
That's
and
cool.
But I
That's
feel
actually
like,
kind of a crazy cool dream though.
but I mean,
It
it was
is.
really cool, but also like, I think I was nerve wracking. It was like fun at first and then it was nerve wracking. But I feel like,
Were you worried about how dirty the zebras were, or were you more worried about their arrogance because they're like fancy horses?
no, I was worried because I didn't think I had my friends anymore.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
it does
I was
make
gonna say, her
Yeah,
friends
'cause
are
they
all
turn
turning
into zebras and they just
and then
ride a water slide
sliding
and
out of the
walk
house.
away.
Could they speak?
I don't remember. I
That would
don't
be
think
bad,
they
too.
could.
They were probably water sliding too far for them to speak to her.
Yeah, zebras voices don't
The
carry.
water slides were like pretty
It's a
fun.
well-known fact about zebras.
Well, no fact.
Yeah, I mean they were like pretty cool. They were different colors from what I can remember, but like
What, the water slides or
Yeah.
the zebras?
Yeah, I
the
thought the
water
zebras-
slides.
yeah, I was gonna say like fruit
the
stripe
zebras
gum
were
zebra.
like
Wasn't
black and white.
is that the one that
Yeah.
does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the mascot of fruit stripe gum, the rainbow zebra. Is that
like,
wrong?
I only chew minty gum.
I was gonna say I've seen the commercials. I think you're right, Dan.
Fancy gum.
You don't chew Big Red.
God, never gets old. Mike, hit us.
Nice play.
Your favorite day of the week? Interesting one. Who wants to go with the cliche Monday? 'Cause it's the
Yeah,
start of
that
the
Monday
week.
is everybody's favorite day of the week. If anybody
No,
said that,
have you heard about like this? Like the hustle culture influencers are like my favorite day of the week.
Oh,
It's
I
Monday
hate that.
because that's when I get started on all the stuff I'm gonna do through the week.
and then
'cause I
somebody
love
has to
my
comment
life.
after somebody says that and be like, "Man, I never stop working Sundays."
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like hey, I work 85 hours a week. No, I work 100 hours a week. I never sleep. And it's just like, cool, man.
And you're like, "What have you done with your life?" Nothing. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, depends. Maybe they're millionaires. Who knows?
Like the diaper.
Like
Depends, like the diaper.
oh,
Depends.
What is your answer?
Favorite day of the week?
I don't think you've been the first to answer yet.
I do like Thursdays, which today is Thursday, so that's kind of fitting. But I do like Thursday, mostly because like it's kind of towards like the end of the week, and also I also very much like Thirsty Thursdays because it's not like the whole big like shenanigans of kind of like going out on the weekends. Like you just kind of will like go out and like grab a couple drinks with your friends. So I like that, and I not that I do that a lot, but. I like the idea of it.
It's fair.
good save, Jules. Good
And then
save.
also it's like kind of getting close to the weekend, but like I feel very fortunate that I get to like have an amazing like group that I like work with at work,
Yeah.
and so I still get to hang out with you guys and stuff like that. So
dang.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
super
Good
sappy
answer.
today,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, jeez.
I don't know.
We haven't
I'm
been
in a mood.
podcasting for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's so emotional.
We're so happy.
Honestly, I kind of agree with Jules's take on this. Is like I think I would say either Wednesday or Thursday. And it's weird that you would like a lot of times people would be like, why wouldn't you pick Saturday or Sunday? But I don't know. There's something about, I mean, especially when you just enjoy your job too. Like it's kind of nice to just be able to go and have fun. And then you're getting close to the weekend. So you like, I actually, Jules, I'm rewriting Wednesday or Thursday, crossing out the Wednesday, saying Thursday along with you.
Yeah,
I like
'cause
Thursdays.
You get a lot of the
Yeah.
like really like tough stuff over with like the first part of the week, which is like it's good to like get stuff out of the way. And then I feel like Thursdays I'm just like, you know what, like I can chill, do like my normal thing.
Yeah.
And like yeah.
I mean, also,
good time.
like, I feel like most of pretty much my entire career, too, I was working on Sundays. So,
Sundays stress me out.
well, a lot of people get stressed out, I feel like, from Sundays because they, like, start freaking out about the week coming up, which I feel like is a telling situation for them, right? Like,
That's a good point. If you're freaking out about Sunday, then you
if you're
probably need to go
freaking out
find another
about
career.
yeah, either that or just, like, maybe take a different mindset or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Like,
That's fair, too.
yeah, it's just it's like it's like such a bummer when people tell me they're like, yeah, I hate Sundays, like because I get scared
Sunday
for the upcoming
scaries,
Monday,
yeah.
and I'm like, damn, that sounds awful. So,
I think I just get like I just think about a lot of stuff that I have like coming up in the week, and then that like maybe
Yeah.
stresses me out a little. It's not like I'm not going to enjoy the stuff that comes up, but I think I just think that I have like a lot on my plate, and then I'm like, wait, this is like completely normal, and then I'm fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
I think that kind of comes
So-
along to what I was saying though, is like people overthink about all the stuff they have to do throughout the week, and then they just don't have a good time all of Sunday because they're thinking about all the stuff they have to do all week during Sunday, so
That
they
makes
don't
sense.
actually enjoy themselves on Sunday. Saturday is kind of like,
Like when people go, you're like, what are you doing Sunday? And they're like, oh, food prepping, man. I'm like, what is it? That it takes you 8 hours of food prep? Like that's just an all day event?
it took me an
Like,
hour to food prep for the entire week.
yeah, I think it
Yeah,
took
it
me like
doesn't-
30
Yeah,
minutes to
like-
make like my
Right.
meals like this week, but I mean I ate the same thing all week.
And you
for
can
the
do
most
other
part,
stuff
but-
while you're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just put that sockeye salmon on a sidewalk and
the stock eye
call it a
salmon.
day. Stock
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like stock eye just sounds better,
I don't agree with that. I like sockeye.
but like sock and then like eye.
Yeah, sockeye.
Like sock them in the eye.
sockeye.
Yeah. Which is how you catch them. Bears catch them.
By socking them in the eye.
in the eye.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dan,
What a bit. Yes.
what's your favorite day of the week?
This is going to be super odd, but mine is Thursday. And when I was in high school, I don't remember why I made this up, but I told one of my teachers that Thursday was the best day of the week.
Yeah.
And then I created a whole group because it was a history class of like ancient civilizations.
Yeah.
So I created a whole civilization called the Thursdidians. And so ever since then, Thursday has been my favorite day. And I think also right now where I am in life, Thursday is the easiest day for me to chill out and hang out. And like I usually don't have anything pressing to do at night other than like podcast.
yeah.
I usually don't have to work super early on Fridays. A lot of times my Friday's pretty cut short anyway because I get to go pick up Jack. So I usually don't have who's my son. But I usually don't have just for the listeners.
Yeah, I was
guess,
gonna say,
I don't
I'm
know
like,
little
yeah,
Jack.
it's all good.
So then it's not like I have like a work any longer. But even the Thursdays that I work, like while I'm working, I like catch up with a lot of stuff. I usually don't train a ton of people, and I enjoy training more because I'm not training like back to back to back and stuff. So
Cool.
I don't know. I like if I was gonna do something fun, I would usually pick a Thursday to do it. So,
Sounds good.
Or maybe a Sunday. I do like Sundays, but
Mike,
Thursdays.
Mikey, hit us with one last. Oh,
We did
no,
this one
we
too.
did this one already. So this is who is your first celebrity crush?
I think we need a
Pass
new
by it.
random generator.
Yeah, we already did this one as well.
Yeah. First celebrity crush. I remember that Giules told me in the space that it was Oscar the Grouch.
What is-
jumped into my head.
Green is my favorite color.
Exactly.
What is one thing you refuse to share?
Like share, like speak into existence,
Could
or
be
like
anything.
share, like it's something and you don't
Yeah,
want to share.
I
I
was
think it
gonna
could
say-
be any of those things.
Let's interpret it how we feel like interpreting it. So the question is for the listeners: what is one thing you refuse to share?
Sorry, Wood.
So we're gonna kind of interpret it based on how we feel, because ironically though, it's like, what is one thing you refuse to share
You have an
about
answer.
yourself? No, I don't.
You don't have an answer?
No, I don't.
I feel like you had
Give
an
me a
answer.
second.
I could just like,
Hold on, man.
but sometimes I like to guess what you're thinking.
I can tell. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, you get really excited about some of my answers.
I do.
Yeah. What I was gonna say though is like it's ironic that it's asking us what is something you refuse to share,
dog's losing her
and if
mind
it's about
right
yourself and you refuse to share it, then you're probably not going to share it, right?
Yeah, but you could like say what the topic is about. Like, I don't want to share whatever, like my religious beliefs or my weird dreams or like what vegetable I am or
I'm
something like
totally
that.
okay with admitting that I want to be a carrot.
I know you seem
Yeah.
pretty excited once you said it. So, and you were even proud of your like grounded analogy.
Honestly, I came up with that on the spot.
I know
Yeah.
you did.
Carrots are pretty
Believe
cool,
it or not.
though.
Yeah, carrot
Got a
is
lot
a
of
pretty cool
vitamin A.
choice. Yeah,
Yeah, true. Thank you.
yeah. That way you can.
Nutritionist.
Vitamin A helps you see through walls. So
Is it
fact,
vitamin A?
scientific fact.
I think it's vitamin A. Yeah.
It's vitamin A.
Um, what is one thing I refuse to share as far as like tangible stuff though? I'm actually, I will say, I am really bad about sharing food in the sense of like, if it's like fries or like table, like, you know, like table food that everybody kind of picks at. But if somebody asks to have like a bite of my burger or something like that, I do get a little bit like, yeah.
Who
I
has
don't know.
to have a bite of your burger?
There's people
I feel
like,
like that's a weird thing to bite off of.
Yeah.
Like anything you have to like take a bite of, I feel like that's a weird thing to share.
It's
Oh,
not
I've
a
known
weird
people
thing
in
to
that
share. It's not weird for like somebody to be like, "Oh, do you want a bite of the burger?" Like it's a little assumptive, but it's not bad. But for somebody to go, like if you're eating a burger and go, "Oh, Giules, can I have a bite?" That's
like,
weird.
Yeah, I mean, like
I've had a
wouldn't,
lot
like,
of people
not
in my
give
life
someone
I
a
feel
bite,
like
but,
are like that type of person. They're like, "Yo, can I try a bite?" And I'm just like, "No, man, it's my fucking food."
Some of that stuff I do
Yeah.
hate.
I will. So typically, I like offer because like whenever I would go out to dinner with like my family, my dad would always be like, "You want some of my food? Here, have some of my food."
You are
And just like
a
put food.
super generous
Yeah,
food
you
person.
do. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
a
I'm
super
just like, "Do you want to
generous
share?
food.
Here, have some."
Yeah.
Like stuff
That's
like
why
that.
I'm
So I
always
feel like
excited
that's
when you have food. I'm like, Giules gonna
it's not.
offer.
I don't. Bring, so the food that I bring like into the space, I like bring it there so everyone can
Right.
share.
That's
Like,
really cool.
I'm a food Scrooge. I am the opposite. I am literally like I'm
like that
sitting there
term.
just like I'm like you want a bite of my like food that I took 5 seconds to make? Hell no, get out of here.
Do you?
but you brought sauce.
Did you
into
coin
the
that
space.
phrase?
Scrooge,
Food
Scrooge? No, but I
you've heard
can
that
coin it
before?
now. Oh no. Did I coin it like did I just think of it?
Yeah.
On the spot. Yeah, I did.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I guess you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, the sauces are different though. Sauces are like
There's enough to share.
you know, like there's a lot of stuff that I'm cool with sharing, like coffee creamers, sauces, like, you know, different stuff like that. But if somebody were to like ask to have a bite of my meal that I prepped for myself today, I'd be like, that's kind of weird. No, don't like it. I'd probably do it, but I don't know.
Wait, speaking of the food that you ate today, when we when we pulled up, after we went for our run, I was like looking in the window and I could see you like in the window like eating your food, and you did like this kind of like side eye. You like, went right back to eating
You
your
did.
food.
I was like,
Wait, side eye to you guys?
no,
Yeah.
you don't think you knew we were there,
yeah.
but you did like a thing where it's just like
You were
looked
just
like you
kinda
were
like-
protecting your food. So it's weird that we're even having this conversation.
No, I get weirdly protective of my food. Like,
And speaking of weird, we literally watched you for like a full minute.
Yeah.
why?
It's
Well,
hilarious.
I was like waiting for you to look
You had your
because I
beanie
saw.
on and you were like all hunkered over your food on the desk.
I also saw that you texted me because you saw my car and you were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, where are you?" And I had like just picked up my phone at that point.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, like there's Alec." And then we were just kind of looking at you, and I like looked and I waved because like you did your little side eye thing, and then you didn't see us, and then we were just sitting there like watching you eat your food. So
For a whole minute?
Yeah, it was like a
whole minute. Yeah,
Honestly,
majority of a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have done that with you guys if we were watching Luke or somebody.
Luke would just sit there like with his hand on his hip and like
Drinking
looking at his phone. Like,
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
that's it.
so-
We need to sit in there one time, like all of us do the same exact thing once he's doing that on the, because he's gonna be sitting on the massage table.
Yeah.
We should all like slowly pull up boxes and all sit in a row. So
Yeah.
like one of us should sit there first. And then before we do the next question, I have to let Wolf Dog out because I'm pretty
I was
sure
gonna say
she's chuffing at me.
we should probably.
Very
I
intensely.
need to cut it off.
Oh,
It's time.
what are you?
I gotta
what?
go.
Oh, cut. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what's happening.
No, I
Like your
gotta
left
get going.
arm?
Yeah, gotta cut my cybernetic arm coming up.
I would not want to share milk. I don't. I like if I rarely ever drink milk, but I love milk.
Yeah.
And usually there's a finite amount. It's not like you just have like a giant gallon. So
Yeah.
then it's like from somewhere, and somebody was like, "Oh, let me taste that chocolate milk," or "Let me taste that milk." Like first thing in my brain would be like, "What the fuck?" And then I'd
So,
let them. But
The thing is, exactly. I'd probably let somebody if they asked me, but I would begrudgingly do it.
yeah, that's probably the only thing. Maybe Fritos. I love Fritos.
Jules.
I have a weird thing with like certain like I guess sticking on the food subject, like certain like foods that I wouldn't want to share, like yogurt being one of them. I don't know why, but like someone else taking a spoon and like dipping it in. Not that I eat a lot of yogurt, but like someone taking their spoon and like dipping it in some yogurt and eating it just makes me feel weird.
Yeah. I
And then
get that.
also apples. Like I don't think I'd share like an apple with someone. Like it wouldn't be like,
Somebody
here,
take,
have a
like, a
bite of this
bite.
apple. Like
Yeah.
that'd be, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm unshareable.
Forgot
reason I
that
like
Dan.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Unshare
forgot
apple.
that Dan decided he was an apple instead of a vegetable, like the question asked. So,
Is there anything that you wouldn't share information-wise?
well, I'm not gonna say it. 'Cause
I know,
don't
but
wanna
you
share
just
it.
say the category. You just be like, I don't like sharing X with people.
I feel like for the most part, I'm an open book outside of stuff that's gonna go on the internet.
That's fair.
Right? Like I'm definitely pretty open with people about my life, and I kind of have always kept that motto. Is like I feel like I like to be an open book with people. Feels like it creates better connections, and they trust me more because of it.
That's true.
And also that's just how I am. But on the internet and on a podcast, there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't share.
No, that's not what I'm talking. I'm just talking.
I know
about
what you're
getting
saying.
shared.
Yeah. But
I know like people like get like weird about like items. Like they don't want them to like blow up on the internet, so they like hide them. Like, you know, I feel like makeup's like a big one of them. Not that you guys watch like makeup videos or anything, but like a lot of the like makeup like people, I guess online, they'll like hide like certain products because like they don't want people to buy them because they love them so
really?
much, and then
That's
they'll
a
sell
real
out.
thing?
Oh, that's weird.
That is strange.
People are weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on
Wolf
that.
dog's chuffing at us.
Yeah, I was gonna say on that note, because Wolf Dog needs to, I would assume, go to the bathroom. We're gonna end today's episode of ATP. Thank you everybody for joining us. Take care.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.